go. Growth Models Gaming runs the show. Chris is live, take your seat. Time to build, time to beat. Lego clicks, dice take shape. Podbreaker speed, no time to wait. Indie swings, whip in hand, treasure waits. Make your stand. Sather Street, neon glow, stealth or chaos. Go, go, go. Go, go. Puzzle locks, hidden doors, escape room wins. We want more. We want more. One more build, one more race. Circuits wired, set the pace. The pace. Love the game, push it far. Paint the world like a work of art. Game on, no time to lose. One more level, push on through. Boss fight, take your shot. We don't stop till we're on top. PC, console, VR2. Grab the quest, solve the clue. Escape the room, find the key, crack the code, break it free. Planet crafting, worlds ignite. Rockets fly into the night. Survive the storm, forge the way, terraform and seize the day. Growth Models Gaming live on air. Chris is here, no time to spare. Lights flash, let's make a play. One more round, we're here to stay. Spacecraft fly, hyperspeed, galaxies call, take the lead. Retro gems, classic finds, 8-bit worlds still shine bright. One more try, just one more, new high score, let's go for 4. Grab a gear, strapping tight, adventure calls, ride the night. Batmobiles and battle scars, Ecto 1, we've come this far. Building, racing, making plays, painting models, pixel days. Before you go, one thing's right, smash that like, hit subscribe. Join the crew, don't miss out, play it loud, play it proud.
Hello, good evening and welcome once again. I'm Chris, this is Gross Models and this is Power Wash Simulator, as you may have guessed by the way that I'm doing some power washing, or simulating doing some power washing. Joining me this evening, Jeff is back. We have a return of the Jeff.
My voice is here, but...
Are you not? I thought you made it back. What happened to what? Did you?
Oh, I just got knocked out.
Jeff has been having trouble with his connection. He was in, we were doing a little bit of power washing, and then he disappeared. And then he came back. Yep. I thought he'd come back, but he'd come back and then he'd gone again. So hopefully he will be joining us momentarily. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I know he did have some computer problems during the week, didn't you? So hopefully it's not related to that.
I did. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Here, I'm connecting again. I'm downloading dirt.
You're always downloading dirt.
Yeah,
Gemma's in the chat saying hello to everybody, or both of us really, because there's nobody else there at the moment. But...
Hi, Gemma. Here we are.
There's a ding. It's a good ding. So it said you were joining. I can't climb up there. I can't climb up.
I was up on top of this bunch of...
Can't get on top of the teapot.
Yep. And then I was spraying at long range this big horn.
Oh.
I guess it's a...
I can't climb on top of this teapot. It's broken.
Oh, that's terrible. I was able to climb on this giant, tall stack of teacups over here, and it's a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, ooh, the inside of that cup is filthy. I don't know how I'm going to get to that.
I thought I did them last week.
Thought I.
Oh, you're doing this one.
Well, I'm spraying that. I'm spraying the big horn because I saw it was dirty from this angle. But I thought I'd cleaned all the cups. But now that I'm up here, if I look down at this, oh, I just fall down.
Yeah, I can see some dirt from here. That's.
I fall down. Let's see. Yeah, oh, that might be a good way to do it, or that might be a way to do some of it. That one at the very top that's inverted has some.
Might need to break out the ladder. The Bobbins is here. Good evening. Welcome.
Hey, Bobbins. I have the ladder here, but I just use it to climb up on top of the.
Yeah, climbing's more fun, but you know, if we can't get to it, then the ladder's the answer, obviously.
Yeah.
Audio and video good, says Gemma. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll get that ladder, and I'll see if I can put it somewhere else.
There's lots of ladder positions available.
There are. Oh, yeah, this is good. I need to not use the extra long extension, though. This is a job for the stubby gun.
Yeah. So you've been away in the real world with people.
I have. I ventured out.
How was the outside place? It was
terrible, so I'm back here now.
It wasn't very good.
Well, like Fox would say, the graphics weren't that great.
No, it needs a buffering loading problem, doesn't it? It needs an update.
Yeah, needs an update. No, I had a lot of fun. I had a friend who lives many hundreds of miles away come for a visit, and so he and I attended a plastic model show. Hey. So that was a lot of fun. And then the week before that, I can't remember if I was at a convention. No, I was at a party that day.
You have had a comic book day since you were here last.
And then, yeah, on the 3rd and 4th, May 3rd is Free Comic Book Day in the U.S. Not a major holiday or anything, but something that's, you know, in some circles appreciated. And also it was May the 4th is the next day, so I actually dragged my full-size, very heavy R2-D2 and got it all functional and had it out all day, and people were having their pictures taken with it, and I was just driving around making noise and annoying people mainly. So that was a lot of fun. Absolutely. I like that. I've been doing that for the last, I think since 2011.
Scary, isn't it?
There was a woman.
Back at how long it's been.
It is. It is. There was a woman who came by with her grown daughter, and they told me that they had come by and had their picture taken with R2 every year that I had them out there, and there was except for a couple of years ago for reasons that we couldn't help.
Yes.
So yeah, very good day. A lot of work because it took a lot of the week to get everything set up and all, and then I had to take the back seats out of my car so I could load up R2, and R2 weighs over 80 kilos.
Can't you just tell him where it is and he can find his own way there?
You know, it would take a while, but yeah, I imagine I could.
But you should have built the version with rocket engines. That's the only answer, isn't it?
That's what little kids, you know, always are disappointed with. You know, where are the rocket engines? Go away. Yeah, that would be a lot faster. Be easier on my back loading him into the car. But no, I had a very, very good day. So it was a lot of work. And then Sunday I had to do everything in reverse, unload him and put the seats back in the car and get everything recharged and do checks and all that. But well worth it, I think. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, like I said, then last week went to a plastic model show, and I did enter a couple of models, but they were kind of joke entries, and I didn't win anything. But I would have been mad if I did, because there were good entries in the category that I entered into.
Right, yep.
So
Kenneth's in.
Hey, Kenneth, how's it going?
Got my Quest 3 today in the post. Oh, you'll enjoy that. Quest 3 is amazing.
Oh, nice.
Lovely piece of kit, the Quest 3. I haven't been using mine nearly as much as I should because my eyes are not really up for it at the moment. But when I can see in 3D again, I shall be getting back to it.
Excellent. I don't know if I told you, a friend of mine has a Quest 3 and let me try it out, and I was extremely impressed, and my glasses did fit in it. So, so like I said, I was really tempted to get one, but I've got too many things in the not fun real world that if I had something like that, I might not be inclined to get to them. So
don't let the real world get in the way of fun.
That, yeah, that's.
Anyway, I think you're a grown-up. Leave it. Stop it.
There is that. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. Have you been doing anything on it yet, Kenneth? What you've been playing?
Oh yeah.
Have you used Quests before or VR headsets before, or is it an entirely new thing for you?
I think I'd asked you once before, Chris, and you said that Alex was definitely one that you had to get. I watched your playthrough of that. That was very impressive.
Alex is very good. That's one that you need to play on the it runs on the PC, so you need to connect your headset to the PC. It's a bit too powerful for just standalone.
Gotcha.
The Quest 3 is pretty powerful, but it's not as powerful as a proper PC game. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just played kind of some, real easy demos on the Friends, and one was like a miniature golf game, and I was extremely impressed with that, and it was just so well done and so immersive. I really thought it was cool.
Yeah, the
really, really cool.
The immersivity, if that's such a word, is the thing.
Yeah, amazing.
The graphics don't have to be hyper realistic for you to get lost in a game and not forget where you are, but almost forget where you are. Not worry about where you are. I think it's probably the better way of putting it.
Yeah. Oh, and he had Moss also.
Oh, yeah.
So I just put it on and just played for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but that was just incredibly good.
Yeah, that gives you the sense of scale you get from VR and things like that is just astounding.
Yes, completely different than the 2D, because I watched Katie's playthrough of both of them, both games, and extremely impressed with.
Doing fantastic. Stuck at work till 8:30 today. Got my Quest 3, and I still have to set up and get games for it. Wow, you'll get there. Okay. There is a thing. I assume it's still happening with a new Quests. They do a subscription service for it, which basically gives you a selection of games to play for the cost of the subscription, and every month there's a couple that you can sort of keep forever, or forever as long as you're a subscriber, should we say. The other ones are sort of on rotation, so they'll appear on for a month. They might be there for 6 months or a year, and then they'll disappear, and new ones will come in. There's a collection of, I don't know, 15 or 20 games that you can play effectively for free once you take the subscription out of play. But new Quests, I think they give you a 3-month free access to the subscription games anyway. So when you've got it set up, register that. Sorry, what's not working? Hey, what? Oh,
I said it sounds like you think that's well worth it.
It is, yeah. I've subscribed to it and kept it going after the free period. Mm-hmm. Even though I'd say I'm not got too much time for it at the moment, I know I will have, and every month a couple of games get added to my library, so they'll be there afterwards. And Powerwash Simulator is in fact one of the games that I've downloaded on it.
Oh, good.
They don't have all of the levels on it, but it's got quite a lot, and a lot of it is fun, and it just works so well in 3D and VR. I'm very sad that they're not supporting it anymore. But
I was thinking about that this morning, that you said that they're not supporting it, and I thought, well, for as popular of a game that it is, and they've got to have a lot of people who either have VR sets or are thinking about getting them. That's a really odd choice.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously got stats and figures as to how many people are downloading it and playing it and things. And
you have 2
obviously
ladders
isn't worth
over
them having a team working on it if they aren't getting the comeback on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, still though, it's kind of disappointing for, look, good thing there's more than one ladder, because look, I put the ladder way up there and then I jumped down or fell down, and now I need another ladder.
You can always pick up the ladder from wherever you are, though. You can always grab it from just looking at it from any distance.
Oh, can I? Can you? Let me try
you can
that.
do it from across the map.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you're right. I must have known that at one time before.
It's not nearly as much fun as walking up to it, but you can do it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll come over here and I'll help. Let's put that there for now. For people viewing at home, I changed the color of my dirt. Now, you can't see that, but this game normally has orange dirt, which is fine unless you're on an orange or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So now it's easier for me to see.
I haven't changed mine. I didn't feel like it. It's possible, but I don't very rarely use the show dirt anyway. Until it gets right close to the end.
I do. Yeah, I was on that orange table and it was a little tough to see.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, now I'm having a little bit of trouble with the cheese.
Uh-oh. You're cleaning cheese?
I'm cleaning the cheese.
I think you're supposed to just eat it like that.
Ah, there we go. I didn't even need to look at the dirt. I was going to have to change the colour of the dirt, but I didn't bother.
I can say that if you leave a piece of mozzarella cheese, I think it was mozzarella cheese, in the fridge for way too long and forget about it, and it gets mold all over it, it tastes just like brie.
All right.
But your wife will probably get disgusted with you. But I didn't get a stomachache and I didn't die. So
that's always both of those things are useful.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm not a big cheese eater anyway, so I probably wouldn't have done that.
Oh, really?
But.
Oh, yeah. No, I looked in the fridge. I was peckish and saw a beautiful piece of brie and asked my wife, "Ooh, when did you get brie?" And she said, "I didn't get brie." And I looked, and it had this beautiful white mold growing all over the outside of it. So I cut it in half, and it looked and smelled like brie on the inside. And so I said, at the time, I'm still relatively young. I'll probably survive. So I ate it, and it was delicious.
Is that? But have you now?
I'm not recommending that.
Have you just blown the cover off of Big Cheese, where there's no such thing as brie? It's just.
Oh yeah. Cheese companies hate this life hack.
Yeah.
Just be a real slob and leave cheese in your fridge way too long, and then eat it.
I thought all American cheese came in a can.
Yeah, a pressurized can, like 50 psi or something.
I think Uri Geller's been at this table. All these spoons and forks up this are all curved and bent.
My mom was a big fan of Uri Geller. I remember she got a old wristwatch that I guess was in a drawer, and Uri was saying, "Everybody get your old watches that don't work anymore and think real hard and I don't know, rub on them or something." I don't know what it was, and Sure enough, I think it. I guess she wound it up and it ticked a couple times, which was enough for her to
Yeah,
leave that.
it's I mean, good for my line of work that doesn't actually work, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
watch repairers hate these 5 facts. Yeah.
You could just send your watch to Uri and he'd fix them. Fix them real good.
Yeah, it's like the whole faith healing thing as well, isn't it? It's yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think James Randi, I don't know if he got Uri on that, but he did. Like I said, when I got a little older, I came to be a big fan of him because he was a skeptic and he would call these guys out, like when they could move feathers around on a table with their mind. He would put talcum powder all over the table, and all of a sudden, that talcum powder was blocking their psychic ability to
Strange how it does that. Yeah.
move feathers. Yeah, yeah. And I think Johnny Carson did that a couple times as well, or maybe the Amazing Randy was on the Johnny Carson show and did that. But yeah, that was far more impressive to me when I was a little older.
Yeah, I mean, I like sort of magic and sleight of hand and that sort of thing.
You bet.
But charlatanism
Absolutely.
is a whole different
Yes.
ballgame. It's the same, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's sort of the
Well,
same end result, but the way people go about it is the selling point, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a dishonesty with that, and there's also the thing too. Send money for, like you said, faith healing.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean, with stage magicians and things like that, you know what you're getting. If you want to believe it, you can believe it. If you don't have to. But nobody's getting hurt about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's,
no one's denying themselves medical treatment or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because of it, or denying some. Yeah. These spoons are all bent up. Boy, tough to eat with these.
Glass column. It's a little bit dirty somewhere. There it is. Top's still filthy, but that's going to be on the inside of the top, which I can't get to at the moment. I might have to break out a ladder.
You have to get a ladder. Oh, now this is a bent up fork that's maybe it's stuck in the table, but it's just kind of balancing in a way that things shouldn't normally balance. I don't believe. Maybe I can climb it and clean the filthy top of it.
Hundreds and thousands on the top of this timer. It's very strange.
Hundreds and thousands. That's a candy, isn't it?
That's I think you'd call it sprinkles.
Oh, okay. It's a confection of some kind.
Confection sort of thing you put on ice cream or that sort of. Yeah. You wouldn't just have a bowl of it.
Okay.
You'd add it as a topper.
Okay. I've heard that name before.
Yeah, we've been watching a few of the video of the American guy looking at British stuff again.
Oh, good.
And almost every time we watch it, we think, "Oh, that'll be good. I'll talk to Dan and Jeff about that," and then completely forget about it by the time we come to talk.
I'll be happy to answer any question. Just about any question, I guess. I guess maybe there's some I wouldn't want to answer, but.
Yeah, I got no idea what we were talking about the last one. That was the last time we said, I'll ask them about that. I can't remember what it was at all.
Oh, that's a shame.
The one we watched earlier this evening, in fact, was about he was watching some classic '80s television adverts from the UK, British TV from the '80s and '90s, and me and Gemma remembered all of the adverts. Katie, obviously not being born in the 20th century,
Yeah.
doesn't remember any of them. So,
Be interesting to see her take on or hear her take just on the general, how commercials are different now and how long they used to be. There were some commercials that used to just go on and on.
yeah, well, there was some that they showed in this like top 10 thing that it wasn't so much that the commercials themselves were long, but we remember them as having almost like a series of them. So the story would progress from, 1 year to the next, or one season to the next, or there would be several commercials in that series with the same characters, and the story would sort of grow.
Yeah, I can't recall any specific ones, but I think there were some like that. Well, there was the Charmin toilet paper ones when I was a kid. That it was always the same guy, and it was he was a grocer, and people would come by to buy toilet paper, I guess, and he would say, "Please don't squeeze the Charmin," I think, and that was it. And the guy, that was his career, and I'm sure he did all right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of interesting when someone has a videotape of old TV shows or something that they had recorded off the air.
Yeah.
The commercials and advertisements that were on, or even though they were super annoying at the time, kind of interesting as time capsules now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sort of thing that you don't generally even watch now with, streaming and everything else, although Amazon and things have brought them back.
Yeah, thanks, Amazon. Like the send check or money order and wait 6 to 8 weeks for delivery for something.
Yeah.
Kind of dated now. That wouldn't go over quite so good. I'm on top of that. Am I at the highest point of? No, not even close. Oh, there's that real tall thing over there we've got to get up on top of and
yeah,
down.
I'm sort of next to that, but
yeah,
I haven't dared go higher than that yet. I know I gave the frog a quick going over, but didn't realise that he was still as dirty as he is. I suppose he's got lots of little nooks and crannies to him.
I don't know if the top of him has got any dirt, but I'll hit it from this angle. It looks like he already did, really.
Yeah, I think it's just his creases. There he goes.
It was interesting to me at the plastic model show that I went to last week, and I've noticed this in all of the ones that I've been to in the vendor's room, that there are people who drag out huge amounts of models and things like that to sell, going back decades. And it seems like it'd be a tremendous effort to load them all up into a vehicle and then put them all out on tables. And I don't know how many they sell usually, but a friend of mine had chatted with some of them before, and they said that it was a good show. They'd sold enough to make them happy. So I was happy.
That's what it takes, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, they're not heavy, so
That's true.
It's not exactly hard
That's
work
true.
to carry him around, is it?
Right. That's true. Yeah, and it wasn't. Well, like
It's
I
not
said, some of them had.
bags of sand or anything, is it? So
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that a bag of sand convention wouldn't be a. It's kind of fun looking through all the really old models.
yeah, I think things have changed quite a bit in the model making world over the last few decades. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. A couple friends of mine went to Celebration in Japan here a month or so ago, and mentioned that one of them mentioned that Bandai had a, a injection molding machine, a small injection molding machine, and they were making, I guess, special for the con, these little very simplified Millennium Falcon models.
Cool. Yeah, anything unique like that's always going to be fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I've never been to anything like that, or Celebration. I've never traveled to go to a con, but everyone I know who did really had a good time. Ooh.
Plate down there, not done. Hey. Scones, 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 says the Mad Hatter, apparently. Does he say scone, scone, scone? I don't know.
Huh. How do you pronounce that word?
I would normally say scone, but I don't know if that's
Okay.
posh way of saying it or if that's just how I say it. I don't know. I would understand either, but I would use scone.
I think that's probably the way I would say it as well. I think it's not a word we hear a whole lot around here, but when I have heard it, I've heard it that way. Okay, where's the dirt on that one? Oh, underneath. Of course. That's better. Oh yeah, and I went to now this has been, I think, more than a month, but I went to a kind of like a venue, a building, which is kind of like an interactive art exhibit, but it's permanent, called Meow Wolf, which is here in the U.S. I don't think it's anywhere else, but it's very surreal and very interesting. And if anybody, not during this, not right now, but when you have some free time, check out Meow Wolf. It's kind of unique.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
It's very strange. You go into a building, you pay admission, and you go into a building, and then as you go in, it looks like something normal, like a house or a store or something like that. But then when you kind of look around a little bit, there's things that are very, very unusual, and then kind of find hidden passages and things like that. And then it's very surreal. And there are, like puzzles and mysteries and all kinds of details to figure out, and it's very extremely immersive. And
Sort of
there's
escape
also
room-esque.
yes, kind of like that, but it's more just based on exploring. You know, you're not really escaping, but there's lots to discover and amazing detail and really interesting art, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
And I
Sounds
think there are
interesting.
different ones in different cities, and they all have a different theme and different artists, and but then there's some commonality between them as well. I understand, but I've only been to one. But that was really interesting and unique.
And into some of these hat things is going to be a bit tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I got a lot of that, but now that I'm looking
Yeah, a
from
lot of it, but
afar,
there's a few
I
bits
really
that
didn't.
I just happened to see it pop up when I was.
I just saw.
in
Yep.
it.
And now from this angle that I'm at now, I can see a place that I couldn't even tell was dirty before. So I'm going to get the long extension and see if I can't blast it from this range.
Tall hat brim. Top hat brim.
Oh, there's the top of that. I'm not sure if that's a teapot or something else, but get it from up here. Oh, it's a small jug.
Right, I think that was all of the hats done.
Okay, that small jug lid that you're just past, you know, if you care to, the top of it, the gold top, I think on the other side of where I am might have just a tiny bit of dirt on it. That might clean up pretty quick. There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, so me and Gemma have been watching Andor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I watched the first 3 episodes of it before and got distracted by other things and didn't bother with it. But we started on it at the beginning. We've seen a couple of episodes now, and yeah, I'm quite enjoying it the second time round.
Good. Yeah, I watched the first season and really liked it, and then I've watched the first episode of it, and I have heard that it's incredibly good, and so far I don't think I've heard any spoilers, but I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of them.
Yeah, Dan was saying it's very good, but
Yep.
yeah, so I've not seen any of the second season yet, obviously. So
Yeah.
we'll get there.
So, yeah, really looking forward to that. I have a friend who doesn't have any kind of streaming service, so when she comes by, we watch that, and so I kind of have to have free time and don't want to get to where we all can't watch together.
Andor is a slow burner, but worth the patience. So I haven't started season 2 yet, since the Bobbins.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I started watching season 1 when it came out, basically years ago. I think last year, a year before. And
Yeah, I did too.
My main complaint with it was that it wasn't Star Wars enough.
I remember you saying that, and yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that, but I'm kind of okay with that too.
But
That's an interesting observation though, because yeah, there are certain things that make something Star Wars or not very Star Warsy.
yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
have
not
to-
saying that
have
it
to
had to have
agree.
Jedi's in it or lightsabers or anything, but it didn't have anything that said Star Wars at me. Really, that it's just a space drama.
Yep,
But
agree.
I mean, even the
Agree.
main sort of droid in the first few episodes is not a
Yeah.
recognizable droid. It's recognizable as himself, but not as a Star Wars droid.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But then again, that's not
Yep.
a bad thing, because Gemma's not really a Star Wars fan.
Right. But yeah.
I'm quietly edging her into it, because she's been watching a lot of the series now and quite enjoying them. But
Good.
so the
Yeah, I'm
fact that
okay
it's
with
not,
that because I always thought that the Star Wars universe was a big, huge universe. And if anything, in the first ones, I was kind of disappointed that it was just centered on a couple of planets and kept going back to the same ones when there were,
there's lots more to see.
Lots and lots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. I like but I think in the when it was movies every few years, I'd have probably been mad if they jumped around too much. But now that it's a series and there's lots of them, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the thing that has always annoyed me a bit about Star Wars is that why are all the planets just one thing?
Yep. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, you can't have more than one.
You only have one biome in each planet. It's like that's not the way. Well, that might be the way the universe works, except for us, but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Oh, base. We missed a bit over here.
Uh-oh.
It just popped up as a little white thing. I had to come back and find out what it was. It's this. I missed a bit of this, apparently. There we go.
Here we are.
Oh, something else came out as a big white thing. Fork. That fork there.
I can jump up on here. Yes, I can.
Go. I think that might be the last thing to do now, is that big bit that you're on. Oh no, the hourglass is still not right. There we go.
Was at a plastic model show, I think it was last September, and I did see somebody did have a 135th Dora
Yeah.
for sale. I didn't see how much they wanted for it. I really wasn't.
Yeah, it's strange that it keeps every so often one pops up on Aimbros.
Yep. Yeah, that's really neat. I'm glad it exists. I'd never attempt to build one on my own.
No, I've got a 144 Dora in my stash.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's probably still pretty decent. So I mean, that's probably
I think it's about
not
a foot long.
small. Wow. Yeah, I could deal with that maybe. That seems more manageable. Yeah, you built the rat years ago.
Yeah, I've got that on the bed behind me. Actually, I haven't painted it yet.
Huh. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's been a couple of years.
Yeah, probably more like 5, but yeah.
Has it? Yeah, like you said, they're going by. I just heard dog number 2 barking her little head off outside. We'll see how long she does that for. If she continues, I'm going to go out there because I like my neighbors.
No worries.
I want my neighbors to like me.
Absolutely, yeah. Andor is good, says Gemma. Yes, she's enjoying that.
Good. Glad to hear that. Very happy to hear that.
At some point, we'll be watching The Last of Us Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed
I never
Season 1 of
played
that.
the game. I watched you play. I think I watched you play.
I played some of it.
Play
I
that
didn't
game?
finish it, I don't think.
Okay.
And I haven't played the
Yeah.
second game at all. It's,
So I haven't watched it and haven't played it, but I know lots of people who say it was amazing. My wife watched the show and she quite liked it, and she knew nothing of the game. It's one I would have liked to have played.
yeah, it was almost a groundbreaking game. It was very good. They've remastered it, I think, now, so you could even go back and play it now and
Have they?
not have
Have they?
missed anything. But
Yeah, one of these days, hopefully I'll have time to sit back and get into something like that.
%95 of the way through this.
Oh my.
Very much fun. I do enjoy the bit of power washing. Too much of it's certainly
I do
not any good, but
Right.
an hour or so of
Yep.
quietly power washing's very soothing.
Yep. Very much so. Very good for decompressing.
These cakes look very good.
You do. making me hungry.
So, anybody else in chat got any TV recommendations? Anything we need to watch, or should watch, or have watched? Anything to stay away from? What's the worst film you've ever seen?
Oh, that's a good question. There was, let's see, I got two, but I've forgotten the name of one of them, but it was so bad. Neither me nor my wife, it was, I don't even remember what it was supposed to be, but it just looked like a perfume commercial.
All right.
And made little sense. And sometimes I like movies that don't necessarily make a lot of sense, but this one made me mad, so we stopped watching it. I think the only one I ever walked out of was First Night, that had Sean Connery in it, I think.
I quite like that. That was all right.
Oh, you did? Oh, terrible.
Well, I mean, it wasn't an excellent film, but it was all right. It was entertaining.
Okay. Yeah, I think at the time I was really into Arthurian.
Right. Yeah,
stuff,
it didn't take itself very serious.
Yeah, and I was upset with the way they did some of the characters, and so was probably in a snotty mood anyhow. Neither of us were enjoying ourselves very much, and so we walked out of that one.
That was the one I remember the line from that about the mark of my trade, and they had the Mikey swoosh on it that she hammered into a breastplate or something.
I didn't know that.
And said, "This is the mark of my trade." It's like a trademark sort of thing, but
yeah, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Was it a okay? Yeah, I'll have to. Like I said, I walked out, so I didn't see that.
It might have been after you'd gone.
Much about it, but that's one I remember. I'm sure there've been other awful movies that I usually try to at least sit through and watch them all, even though.
Yeah, I mean, I can only think of one offhand that I didn't watch all of. It wasn't. I didn't go to the cinema to watch it, so it was only a streaming thing. But that was, I think it was Escape Plan 2.
I don't know that one at all.
Escape Plan was quite good. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
In a sort of prison break type movie.
Never heard of it.
It's I quite enjoyed that. It's worth checking out on whatever service you provide. I did quite enjoy that. And the second one, I think one of them was, I think Arnold was in it for a bit, or Sylvester was in it for a bit, but not very much. And it almost feels like they just definitely sort of phoned in their 5 minutes just to get the name of the credits and to make it sort of follow on. But it really didn't. Really wasn't very good.
Oh, well.
I didn't enjoy it at all, so I stopped watching it.
Yep. But anybody else? I can't see chat, so I can't tell if
Stefan says, my cakes always get very soggy when I power wash them. Well, these are very, very solid because they're not moving when they're being power washed. So, Yeah, there's that to be said for them.
Yeah, I saw some dirt somewhere, and then I fell from my perch, and now I can't tell where the dirt is again.
I can't say. We're at 99%. I'm going to have to bring up the guide and get it to tell us where the thing is now, because I can't find anything else. I haven't seen any. Oh, there we go. Something's popped up. The Cake Tower Stalk. The main bit of the Cake Tower.
Cake tower, yeah. I really want cake now. Some kind of treat like that. And one at the top with the little chocolate triangles stuck in it. Look particularly appealing.
Not seeing any flashing on it when I'm pulling the trigger, though.
No. Saucers. There's a dirty saucer somewhere. See if I can find it and clean it.
I don't know, is it still stalked further up? Oh, have a look. That's stalked further up, but it doesn't count as it's not. Ah, there's some there.
Ooh, this teacup has. Oh, this saucer has a little bit of dirt somewhere on it, allegedly. See if I can blast it. Oh, I don't think I said the party that I went to. I get invited once a year to a party of people who collect mostly replicas of things props that were made that were in films, but the host purchased a part of one of the bubble ships from the movie Oblivion, and he has
a
lot of. He loves that movie, and he also has props from the film, weapons and costumes and things. And he told us that he was in talks to buy one of the entire bubble ship props, but they wanted a little bit too much, a little more money than he wanted to spend on it.
Yeah.
But he was going to kind of have a building built to house it. So give you an idea of.
Yeah, they're quite big.
The value of that prop was much more valuable than my home.
Yeah, that's quite
the
scary.
Value assigned to it by the
Well,
seller
yeah, that's the
was,
thing. I mean, what is it actually worth? I mean, if it works,
exactly,
it'd be worth a lot. But
yeah.
There's something just flashed on me there. Saucer.
So that's a lot of fun. That's something I look forward to every year. Been going to that for the last almost 15 years now too, I believe.
Yeah.
Been very fortunate. Some of those guys have really, really impressive collections of things that you wouldn't expect, or the items from films that were used in films.
We're after cake chocolate. Something we haven't done. We need to clean. And I don't know exactly what it means.
Neither. There's a dirty spoon somewhere.
Assuming it must be on this cake tower, but
What I would think. %99% cleaned. Oh, come on, dirty spoon. Where are you?
Ah, it's these things at the top. The wafers in the cake.
Kind of really like these. This bent up cutlery. I think it'd be fun to put these out for a dinner party. Ha. Teapot spouts.
Yeah, cake chocolate done.
Okay.
So, cake tower branches. One of those still needs doing. That one.
Oh yeah, some of these teapots have lots of spouts. I forgot. More than I'm accustomed to. Is there only one teapot? Ah, that one. Okay. I thought there was one teapot. Yeah, here we are. Maybe. Yay!
Just did that. Mad
Mad
Hatter's
Hatter's
stiletto tool. I'm assuming that's going to be in his hat.
Yeah, maybe it's this one right here. Ah, yep, it is. Just what I'm... Here we are.
Go. Plate and candelabra candles. Oh, I can see a bit of the candle from here.
Oh, good. At least seems to be clean to me. Putting the dot on them. Looks like they're not dirty. Ah.
Plates. Okay. Narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah. Which one? Maybe I'll be lucky it'll be this one.
Should be flashing.
Not lucky. Aha, just one back here. Oops. Yay!
Job completed.
Woohoo!
That's very nice. That was a big job.
That was a huge job. Much more vibrant now.
Where is another one in this pack? Queen of Hearts Court. Let's have a look at it, and we won't do any. Well, won't do much of it, but we'll have a look and see what it starts like.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, pretty big. Another large area.
It is. Look at those. It's got handprints and all kinds of graffiti already before I make any. I don't think I'm going to do it this time. Oh, who am I fooling?
Yeah, so we will call it a night there anyway. So we'll return at some point and do some more of this. I don't know exactly when or what's going to happen. Are you around next week, do you think? Or are you busy
I believe I am. I'm not positive, but I think I am.
No worries. Hopefully so. I think Dan is around again next week. If he is, I think we're going to take a break from power washing and do some Escape Simulator.
Sounds good to me.
So there's a new free level, and there's another DLC pack that I think we're all picking up. So we'll work our way through probably the free level next week. The detective noir thing.
Excellent.
So yeah, join us next week for that, hopefully. And we'll return for some power washing at some point in the future. And Planet Crafter as well. We've got lots of things lined up to do.
Yeah.
It's just finding the time to do them. But yeah. So for now, thank you very much, Jeff, even, for joining me. It's because you haven't been here for so long. That's what it is.
I know. I know. That's the danger. People forget about you.
Yep. I know it's, Dave or Simon or something. I've got one of them. So yeah, so thank you very much for joining me and playing. Thank you all for watching. We would be nothing without you viewers. That's the important thing.
Correct.
I wouldn't say we wouldn't be playing it without you watching, but we wouldn't have met up to play it without you watching, because that's the whole thing. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks so much.
We shall see you for more gaming in the week. Tuesday, I shall be back for some more Star Wars Outlaws. And Wednesday, I'm back at the bench again. I've got the wooden rocker AK-47 that I think I'll be finishing this week. So join me for that. And then, as I say, we're back to Saturday. But tomorrow, Katie's back for more Planet Crafter. She's on Planet Humble, making that look green and lovely. So join us for that at 8 PM tomorrow night. And yeah, we'll see you for more stuff during the week. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.